Have you failed? Lost everything you thought defined you? Felt like you were nothing? Good. Because that place, that rock bottom, is where the real journey begins. Not the surface journey others see, but the real, raw, brutally honest journey. Carl Jung once said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." We've been told life is about building a career, a reputation, a version of success. But maybe life truly begins when it all falls apart, when your plans collapse, when you can't keep pretending. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's about remembering who you were before the world told you who to be. Before you learned to smile through pain. Before you shaped yourself to fit expectations. So let's dive into the depths. Not to escape, not to fight, but to meet, really meet, the parts of ourselves we've been running from. The scared parts, the angry parts, the forgotten dreams, the silent grief. Because in the dark, where nothing makes sense, something ancient wakes up. Something real. And that's where life, true life, begins. From the moment we're born, the world teaches us how to behave, what to value, who to become. We learn how to smile at strangers, suppress our anger, hide our confusion. We learn which parts of us are good, and which must be hidden. We put on masks to fit in, to survive, to be liked. Carl Jung called this mask the persona, a carefully constructed identity built for society. It helps us function, sure, but it also becomes a cage. We become the good student, the responsible worker, the likable friend. Each role is rehearsed, each trait curated. But here's the danger. If you wear the mask too long, you forget there's a face underneath. You confuse the act for the actor. You become the job, the role, the image. Your identity becomes performance. And when you're alone, silent, do you recognize yourself? Do you know what you want, truly? Or just what you're expected to want? We confuse acceptance with authenticity. We think being admired is the same as being known. Ask yourself, are you truly living your life, or just performing it? There comes a point where the mask grows heavy, not just metaphorically. Your body feels it. The tension, the fatigue, the subtle dread. You feel empty, not because you're broken, but because you're too full of things that aren't really you, of obligations, personas, shoulds. And that's where the unraveling begins. Not in chaos, but in truth. Behind every mask lies a shadow. The shadow is not evil, it's misunderstood. It's everything you've pushed away. Anger, fear, envy, passion, vulnerability, desire, strength. We repress them because society deems them unacceptable. But they don't vanish. They fester. They control us from the dark. You envy others. But maybe it's because you've buried your ambition. You lash out because you never learned how to grieve. The shadow speaks through projection. I hate that person. But perhaps they reflect what you refuse to see in yourself. We all do this. We all wear masks. We all have shadows. The difference isn't who has one. It's who dares to look, who stops running, who listens. Jung believed the shadow, once faced, becomes a wellspring of creativity, insight, and power. It's the part of you that says, I'm more than this. Your pain is not the enemy. It's the gateway. It points to the wound. And where there is a wound, there is potential for healing. True growth begins not in chasing the light, but in embracing the dark. You don't become whole by pretending to be good. You become whole by integrating what you've disowned. This isn't easy work. It's raw. It's uncomfortable. But it's necessary. Because only in truth can you be free. So if you're not just your mask, and not just your shadow, then who are you? You are more than what the world sees, more than what you've buried. You are the dance between both, light and dark, conscious and unconscious. You are the paradox. And the only way to meet yourself fully is to step beyond the image, beyond the narrative, beyond the roles you've been playing for so long you forgot they were roles. Let's keep going. Your ego is the voice saying, this is me. It clings to certainty, control, identity. But it's only a fragment. In truth, you are not fixed. You are fluid. Like an iceberg, only 5% is visible. The rest lies in the unconscious. Dreams, instincts, stories. You are not your job, your past, your achievements. You are not your failures either. You are a living question, not a final answer. You are potential in motion. To awaken is to unlearn. To strip away every label that isn't yours. To sit in silence and ask, what remains? And then, to listen. To stay. To not rush to fill the space with noise. Jung believed the unconscious isn't chaos. It's wisdom. It's where the soul speaks. But the ego fears silence. It fills your mind with distraction, with shoulds, with guilt, with noise. Real transformation begins when you stop arguing with yourself and start hearing the self beneath the noise. Individuation is the journey of becoming whole. Not perfect, not happy, whole. It means integrating all aspects of the self, persona, shadow, anima, animus, the self. Each part has its truth, each part belongs, but this process demands death, not of the body, but of illusions. The death of who you pretended to be, the shedding of every version of you built on fear. Only then can something real emerge. Something that doesn't need to prove anything. Something alive. It's a lonely road. Friends might not understand. The world might resist your change. But this journey isn't for them. It's for you. You don't find yourself in comfort. You find yourself in fire. And out of that fire, you are reborn. Not as someone new, but as someone finally whole. Healing is not a destination. It's a spiral. You revisit your wounds. But each time, with deeper clarity, you meet the same pain, but from a stronger place. The shadow you feared now protects you. The mask you wore now lies beside you. You are not perfect. You are present. You are not fixed. You are free. And this isn't the end. This is the practice, the becoming. This is not about arriving. This is about deepening. This is not about answers. This is about truth. And truth is never afraid of the dark. So if you're broken, good. It means the old you is dying. Let it burn. Let the ashes fall. Because what rises is real. It's messy. It's imperfect. But it's yours. Your life begins not when everything is fixed, but when you stop pretending. When you say, I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to look. When you look in the mirror and say, I see you, all of you, and I'm still here. Leave a dot in the comments if this found you in the dark, and subscribe if you're ready to go deeper. This is only the beginning, but it's the beginning that changes everything.